There's a lot to love about this renovated cottage from the 1940s in West Ashley. Plus, it has an Airbnb in the backyard that you can rent to make a lot of income. There's an absolutely gorgeous tree here in the front yard. I mean, this thing is huge. And luckily, it doesn't like go over the house yet. Who knows, maybe in 100 years it will. But beautiful tree here, huge lot, over half an acre. And front of the house, definitely super cute. I mean, it looks like an old cottage from the 1940s because it is, right? But on the side yard, big privacy fence here, and I can see that income producing building out back from the front yard. But plenty of space here, gas, right? We have gas, which is nice. I can see the gas line here, but fairly spacious lot and neighborhood. I mean, super quiet. Now around the corner is the West Ashley Greenway. Bike trails, walking. You can actually take that all the way down to Avondale. So if you wanted to bike to Avondale, you could. You could go right to the Greenway and bike on down. So let's go in the front door here. Front door is definitely original. Maybe not original from the 40s, but it's old. It's not a new door, but I like it. All these old paneling on the door here. You know, I was a little surprised to actually see the layout here. You kind of open up right into the living room. And I've got the big, beautiful kitchen here on the left. And on the right, there's a little sitting area over here. You know, the one thing I notice is, where would we put a TV? Looking at this, I'm not sure where I would put one. I'd probably have to take a minute here, because if I'm gonna sit down on the couch, right here, the way that they have it set up, so I'm sitting on the couch here, and I am staring directly at the front door. So this spot wouldn't work for a TV. Now, I've got a good angle on the left side here where that little piece of artwork is with the tree, but then there's a window there. So the TV wouldn't go there. And then from this angle also, I can sort of see the far wall, but it's cut off, and I wouldn't want to sit here and be turned like this the whole time. That doesn't make sense. But if we put a couch in the middle of the living room here, let me see if you can see this. I'll set my camera down. Following me here? Yeah. So if you've got the living room here, you know, here's your front door swinging in. I don't want to spend too much time on this because the property is beautiful. Let me say that. It is a gorgeous house. But you have to take this into consideration. Where would you put a television? Where are you going to entertain your friends? You know, the person that might be living here, I would think would be potentially somebody who's downsizing and moving to be closer with their kids. They want a cute little ranch house, they want a little bit of space or something like that, perfect. Or if you're a younger couple who doesn't have children yet, maybe in the next 5 years are going to start to have a family, here's a great first house. You can afford it, you want to be over in West Ashley, get a nice renovated house. You've got rental income out back with the property. You've got the greenway, you can run in the morning, take your dog for a walk, perfect. But with that said, you're probably going to be entertaining people. So where would you put the television? Well, if you had a couch here, you know, I'm thinking maybe this far wall, you could put a TV. I mean, you could definitely put a big TV on this wall, but then where would your couch be? Would you have a little couch here, like a 2-seat couch? And then would you shove a chair in this corner? That wouldn't work. So you can't put a couch here because of the door. Honestly, I think if you took this window out, I mean, as you know, I wouldn't want to, but I think you'd have to. If this was gone, you'd put a TV right in here. Or I guess you could maybe fit one up here or something like that and keep your couch there. The only other aspect is you put it on that wall right there and then you flip the couch, but then your door, you're gonna be walking right into a couch. Do you wanna walk right into the back of a couch? I wouldn't. That's up to you. But the layout in this entertaining space, like it is nice, it's open, I'm just struggling to see where I would put a TV. You can decide. I don't know. Let's continue the tour. I'm going to take you and show you the kitchen. Now the kitchen itself is very beautiful, right? It's right here. It's all in the same area, but it's a nice kitchen. We've got a little island here. Beautiful backsplash. I love the color of the backsplash, and this light in the corner right here just kind of coming in really makes it look very nice. Cabinets here are all soft close, which are nice. Quartz countertops, and the flooring too is a luxury vinyl plank flooring. So this is that first front section of the house. They've done a good job with it. Now looking down the hallway here, it is super wide. One thing I'm noticing is that it is a very wide hallway. And we do have storage above. We've got 3 bedrooms here too, total in this main house. The first one here, they've got it set up as an office. Then we have another bedroom off on the opposite of that. And then we have the guest bathroom. Here's another positive thing that this house has to offer. Nice big laundry room. So for a 1940s house that's only 1,300 plus square feet, you've got a big laundry room. Now, the primary bedroom, this part of the house was added on, and the primary bedroom itself is huge. We have nice vaulted ceilings, just tall ceilings here. Really makes this bedroom feel very large, but it is a good size. Bedroom is a good size, but the ceilings definitely help. Beautiful bathroom here. Again, dual sink in the primary. We've got a gorgeous tile shower here, which is very nice. And then the closet, to have a closet this size in this house is great. Now, again, this is new, right? This wasn't from 1940, but I'm walking into the closet right now, and it is a big closet. Hey, the one thing I wish I did, wood built-ins. I love wood built-ins. These are just, wire mesh, but to have a closet that large in a location like this in a house, is definitely a plus. Now, out back, you have a huge backyard, by the way. It's huge. Out back, you have a guest suite where you can take this and you can rent this to travel nurses. Now, there's certain rules that you can do. You should be able to Airbnb this as long as you're living here full time. This house is your house. You own this house, you live in Charleston. You can short-term rent this, anything under 28 days. If you're not doing that, you'd have to do long-term rent, 28 days, and over. But we have a fantastic little investment property, opportunity right in the backyard. We have our kitchenette here. This unit itself is 596 square feet, so it's under 600 square feet, which is important. Over that size, it becomes a whole different thing. But you have this kitchenette over here, living room behind me here, and now we've got your own dedicated laundry, which is great. Now this whole living room here, this is where, it's a studio. So you're gonna put a bed here, you're gonna have a desk here, you're gonna have a couch here, a TV, but 100% you could Airbnb this out. I think your best play would probably be to, travel nurse, to have a travel nurse come in here and live in this property. And then we have a very suitable and nicely updated bathroom in this unit. So investment opportunity for sure. If you wanted to get into that, you could do that here. And the best part about it is, if they wanted to drive in and park, they've got their own little walking path that I'm on right now. And they could just walk out this little gate and go right to your driveway. They can park on the side over here. You can see the amount of parking. They could park right over here. You've got your parking here on the side. You wouldn't even really need to see these people if you didn't want to. So definitely an opportunity for you to purchase this as, an investment and make some money on that back unit. Something else that's tough to find in West Ashley now, unless you're buying an old house like this, is a big backyard. I mean, we're on over half an acre here, and this backyard is huge. I've got houses here behind me, but there's trees, and it's really private. And if you've got a boat, you can keep a boat here. You keep an RV here. There's no HOA. It's a great spot if you wanted to be, say, 20 minutes to downtown Charleston. You want to be closer to the beaches, but you don't want to spend, $900,000. Okay, well, then this is an option for you. I think the reality is here too that the Charleston market now, if you're a first-time home buyer or someone like that, let's say you've got a budget of $500,000, you're going to be pretty much buying small homes 20 minutes up the road here that are decently renovated. If you want to be in this area, you're just not going to find, you might be finding 900 square foot properties, and not everyone's going to love a 900 square foot property. But this property for the price point right now of, $724, something like that, low sevens. Could it come down a little bit? Maybe. Yeah, I think it might. But someone's going to do well in this, because someone's going to come in here, they're going to buy this, and they're going to rent that room out for $1,500 a month, and pay a percentage of their mortgage and live in a great property, and then walk down and go to that West Ashley Greenway and take their dog for a walk and run at night and go look at the marsh. So that's what this house is. If you guys have any questions, just call me. Phone call or text is the easiest. You can also email me, but I'm happy to speak with you on any property here in the Charleston area and answer any questions you may have. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye.